Hello po mga kababayan, kamusta po kayong lahat? And once again, welcome back to another episode of Simply Talkies Vlog. Ang pag-uusapan natin mga kababayan ay ito pong tungkol sa West Philippine Sea. Kasi meron pong nasabi ang Pangulo dyan at ganun din po ang US Ambassador to the Philippine Ambassador to the United States. At ganun din po itong PCG. Mukhang problemado itong PCG na to, yung Philippine Coast Guards. Pero bago po tayong magpatuloy, tayo po ay magbibigay pugay at pasalamat sa lahat ng ating channel members, followers, subscribers, nagla-like at nagsishare ng ating mga videos. Doon po sa nagsishare ng kanilang blessings at tumatangkilik sa ating merks. At ganun din po sa mga brothers and sisters and friends natin diyan po na patuloy pong sumusuporta sa ating video premieres, no, yung mga nagko-komento sa ating mga video premiere. Tulad ni Ai Chang, Elora, si Maritel T, Priscilla Acepcion, Mami B, si RN 2 cents, si Sam D, si Lulu, si Danny Reynado, si Jun Ruria Libit, si Nilda Arceo, Ninita Umali, si sino pa ba? Si Hattori, no? Ano lang yan, si Marie Chris Hernandez. No, kung may nakalimutan po ako, pasensya na po. Ang dami nyo, hindi ko kayo mabilang eh. So, ito po, pag-uusapan natin mga kababayan, unahin natin itong Philippine Coast Guard. Kasi parang laki-laki ng problema nitong mga to eh, no? Lagi silang nahahack. Ewan ko, ito po sa balita ng GMA News Online, magkasunod na araw po ito, no? PCG looking at security breach through malware in Facebook hacking. Ako, Facebook hacking naman. Balita po yan noong February 27. No? After initial consultation with the PNP, Anti-Cybercrime Group, the Coast Guard Public Affairs considers the possibility of online security breach through malware o the malicious software. PCG spokesperson Rear Admiral Armando Balillo said that CG Pass already coordinated with Meta and provided the needed details to regain access to the page. Nako, na ano na naman? Na-breach na naman yung kanilang Facebook page. Ano ba to? Paano kaya to, no? Paano kaya sila nahahack ng ganyan? Wala ba kayong two-factor authentication o yung mahina ang inyong may problema kayo sa security ninyo. Di ba? On Monday night, the PCG's Facebook page started to post malicious videos after an unknown entity gained access to the account according to the agency. Sino naman yan? Di ba sa Facebook merong two-factor authentication na pag hindi kilala ng Meta yung nagla-login, ino-notify ka via your CP o whatever na nilagay mo sa notification yan, sa two-factor authentication. Di ba? The PCG Facebook page has yet to be recovered as of posting. The CG Pass is also to meet with Coast Guard Weapons, Communications, Electronic and Information System Command to conduct back-end operations for page recovery. Ayun po yung sabi ng PCG. Okay? Now, punta pa rin tayo the following day, February 28, sa GMA News Online. Ito na naman po ang sinabi ng PCG. PCG, no strong evidence, cyber attacks linked to intensified West Philippine Sea efforts. O wala daw pong connection yung cyber attacks na yun, so kung ano man yung nahack sa kanila, yung Facebook page at ano ba na dito nakalink sa West Philippine Sea efforts, no? Wala po tayong matibay na ebidensya para magkaroon ng ganyang konklusyon, sabi ni PCG spokesperson Rear Admiral Armand Balillo. Maganda po na antayin natin iyong investigasyon na ginagawa and hopefully mapinpoint natin kung sino talaga ang gumagawa nito sa PCG. Tanungin nyo ang DICT. At tanungin nyo itong Facebook, bakit ganyan? Nakapag-set ba kayo ng two-factor authentication, no? Yun nga, di ba? Ina-advise yan, pati na sa Google, sa YouTube, dapat merong mga ganyan para maiiwasan ang mga hacking. Saka huwag kayong basta-basta magtitiwala, no? Na hindi porket ganito, o iba nga dyan, minsan na-RTIA na kay Tulfo, tapos imbestiga na sa Senado. Eto naman, sa GMA News Online, Navy naman ito. Navy. Binabalita ko na po sa inyo para malaman nyo na, baka nakakalimugtan nyo na, baka ang lagi nyong focus ay ang mga Duterte, no? Yung mga chismis. about the Dutertes. Masyado natin binibigyan ng importansya ang Duterte. Kaya sabi, good or bad publicity, ayos yan. Libre na. Di ba? Ito, there was an increase in cyber interference, electronic interference, and jammings and stuff like that. Not only for equipment of the ship, but also for land-based communication equipment. Abay, nagkakaroon ng may ginagawang kalokohan ng mga inchik. Baka naka-invento na sila ng mga signal jammers dyan, no? Electric. Baka meron na yung tinatawag na yung pag pinindot mo, mawala na yung power. Di ba may ganun? Ano tawag doon? Nakalimutan ko na. No, yan po yung sabi ni Philippine Navy spokesperson for West Philippine Sea, Commodore Roy Vincent Trinidad. Trinidad said that this interference usually happen during the cooperation stages for rotation and supply missions to the West Philippine Sea. Kaya siguro na-alienate, no? Hindi nakakasubaybay yung mga Navy o Coast Guard doon sa resupply boat natin. Laging nasisegregate sila, laging naiiwan, parang ganon. Kaya nakapagkukumpulan ng mga inchik, no? The Philippine Navy made a statement following the report of the Philippine Coast Guard that China may be jamming the signal in the West Philippine Sea to prevent the agency from disproving Beijing's claim of driving away Philippine vessels from the area. Correct. We assume that they do the jamming every time they release their statements that they repelled our vessels. Okay, mga sinungaling di ba? Through such jamming, any commercial o yung automatic identification system monitoring, no, cannot also disprove such statement because they may not be able to find our vessels. Oh, wow, talaga naman, no? However, Trinidad, in a separate ambush interview, clarified that cannot pinpoint the source of the interference. Oo nga naman, mahirap nga naman. I will need the appropriate Navy officer or general headquarters to say that after we do all the forensics. It could come from anybody. Again, common sense will dictate that I would like to be backed up with an appropriate report. Correct! Yan ang matalinong pagpapahayag at matalinong galawan. Huwag basta-basta maglalabas ng statement without proper investigation. Yung talagang masusing investigasyon. Ganun yan. Ang galing, magaling, no? During the press briefing, Trinidad said the interference only have minimal effect on the sea-based operation of the Philippine Navy because it never reached the military's navigation functions. These are more on the communications on land, cell phones, but on the overall impact on the operation, they do not really cause a significant impact. Pero mali pa rin yun kung may nagja-jamming, may nag-i-interfere. No? Kagaguhan po yan. Okay? O, ito na lang gagawin ng Coast Guard. May gagawin ng Coast Guard sa Baho de Masinloc. To counter China blockade, PCG to send vessels to Baho de Masinloc. Ay, tama naman yan. The PCG is preparing to deploy vessels to Baho de Masinloc to maintain the country's presence in the area and push back against the blockade implemented by China. PCG spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea, Commodore J. Tarrella, said National Security Advisor Eduardo Año has ordered the conduct of rotational deployment to the shoal. Kapag umalis na ang Coast Guard, BIPAR, yung Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, vessel na ang papalit. Since kaaalis lang ng BIPAR vessels dito sa Baho de Masinloc, it's now the responsibility of the Coast Guard to sustain our presence in Baho de Masinloc. Rotation sila. That is very good. Earlier in the day, the PCG said vessels from the Chinese Coast Guard blocked the BIPAR vessel going to Baho de Masinloc to supply fuel and grocery packs to Filipino fishermen as well as hold patrol operations. Ay, gago, no? Ang tindi nitong mga checkwa na to, no? Okay, so yan po, rotational sila. Hindi dapat maalis ang presensya ng ating bansa diyan po sa Baho de Masinloc. Kasi diyan po maraming isda, nakakapangisda ng marami ang mga taga diyan sa bayan ng Masinloc and Pangasinan, no? Okay? Eto na. Punta na tayo kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Kasi po, nababahala na po ang presidente. Bakit siya nababahala? Ito po sa balita ng GMA News Online. Dito natin kinuha. Marcos says, development in West Philippine Sea worrisome. O, worrisome, nababahala siya. No? Kaya, nako, ingat-ingat tayo. Okay? President Bongbong Marcos on Wednesday described as worrisome the recent development in the West Philippine Sea, including the presence of the Chinese Navy and interference on the electronic communication capabilities of Philippine vessels. Speaking to reporters before leaving for Canberra, Australia, Marcos said despite the situation, the Philippines will not be deterred from defending its maritime territory and protecting its fishermen. Correct. Di po ba? Tama. Nasa Pangulo po tayo. Pero si Tamil Mel, silence is golden. No comment. It's worrisome because there are two elements to that. One is that dati Coast Guard lang ng China ang gumagalaw doon sa area natin. Ngayon, may Navy na. Sumama pa mga fishing boat. O correct naman. So nagbabago ang sitwasyon. But, well, maliwanag naman para sa atin, we just watch, of course, what everybody is doing. But really for us, patuloy pa rin natin. We just defend our maritime territory. Correct. Marcos also said the government will continue to extend assistance to Filipino fishermen, noting that these fishermen should always be allowed to fish in international fishing grounds. Correct! Nakita nyo yung ginagawa ng BIFAR, di ba? Nagre-resupply sila ng mga gasolina at provision yung mga grocery. Galing ng Pangulo. Tingnan nyo. We continue to support all of our fishermen, fisher folks who make their living from these fishing grounds at patuloy naman natin tinutulungan sila. No? Aside from the presence of Chinese Navy ships in West Philippine Sea, the Philippine Navy on Tuesday said it has monitored an increase in the interference. So yan, sinabi na nila yan kanina ni Vincent Trinidad, no? Yung spokesperson ng Philippine Navy. Okay, so nababahala lang ang Pangulo, pero ang sabi ng Pangulo, we will not be deterred. We will continue to defend our maritime territory. Yan ang Pangulo, hindi tulad nung mag-jetski ako dyan, hindi naman natuloy, pero nagbaw-baw-baw, naging aw-aw ng China. Di po ba? Oh. Now, punta naman tayo dito sa kamag-anak ng presidente. Yung Philippine Ambassador to the US na si Ambassador Romualdez. Oh, di ba? Pinsan din yata nila 'to, no? Sabi dito sa GMA News Online, no change in US Indo-Pacific stance under Trump presidency, says Ambassador Romualdez. Aba, nagpredict na pala si Ambassador Romualdez na si Trump ang mananalong presidente next year. Grabe ito. The United States Indo-Pacific strategy will unlikely change should Donald Trump win in the presidential race. The Philippines' longtime ambassador to Washington said on Wednesday. Jose Manuel Romualdez, in a speech, said he was in touch with one of Trump's close advisors who indicated to him the continuation of its current stance in the region. The Philippines will not let up in asserting its marital claims, Romualdez said, as tension in the South China Sea continue to simmer, with Beijing vehemently opposed to what it considers incursion by Philippine vessels into what it considers its waters. The aggression we are now facing is very real, sabi ni Romualdez, adding the Philippines hope China will see the value of continuing economic activity between them while trying to peacefully resolve their issues. O, ayan, no? At least sinasabi ni Romualdez na nakausap niya yung isa sa mga aide ni Trump na hindi magbabago ang sa Indo-Pacific. Okay? So, ang ganda nito. Sana hindi magbago. President Trump. Eto po. Last na ito na article. Ganun pa rin po si Ambassador Romualdez. GMA News Online pa rin po. Naku, ang dami ko nakuha sa GMA News Online. West Philippine Sea is real plus point or the real plus point, not Taiwan. Kasi marami pong expert nagsasabi na baka ang plus point ay ang Taiwan. Pero ngayon ang nangyayari ay ang West Philippine Sea. Di ba? The West Philippine Sea, not Taiwan, is the real flashpoint for an armed conflict in Asia. Yan yung sabi ni Ambassador Romualdez. Speaking before the Consular Corps of the Philippines, the country's ambassador to Washington indicated that tensions over the recent months between the Philippines and China are more alarming than the possibility of the Asia power invading Taiwan. The real problem and the real plus point is, which is why I'm telling you how critical it is for us. The real plus point is in the West Philippine Sea. Naku po. Takot ito. The West Philippine Sea refers to the Philippines' exclusive economic zone in the South China Sea. The Philippines EEZ was upheld by Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague in 2016 over China's massive historical claims. Romualdez said heightened tensions between China and Taiwan was a key concern, but added that a Chinese takeover was a calculated risk. Beijing considers Taiwan as a rogue province after it separated from the mainland in 1949. Romualdez said Chinese President Xi Jinping is not going to make a move unless he is absolutely sure that he can militarily take over Taiwan. Deterrence is the only way to stop them from going into that kind of situation. So we're hoping that every morning, when President Xi wakes up, he's going to say, "Today's not the day." Di po ba? Dito naman po sa West Philippine Sea. Philippine vessels on patrol and resupply missions to Philippines claims features in the resource-rich waters had been met with dangerous maneuvers by Chinese ships, including a laser pointing incident resulting in a near collision at sea. The aggression that we are now facing is very real, Romualdez said without naming China. Never in our lifetime, even during World War II, did we face such a challenge because this country will not let up on their claim in many of our territorial waters. Romualdez said the unpredictable situation in the waters is keeping them awake at night. Correct? So as it does President Bongbong Marcos and other Philippine officials. Correct naman po. Sabi na rin po yan ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, no? Hindi siya nakakatulog sa gabi dahil diyan sa West Philippine Sea. Kasi alam niyo na, yung conflict na yan, no? Armed conflict mangyari dito eh. All of these skirmishes that are happening there can be a major accident and either one of our countries, the US or the Philippines, can invoke the MDT and when we do, a commitment made by the US or the commitment we made will happen and then all hell breaks loose. Correct. Naku, wag naman po sanang mangyaring ganyan, no? Ito na lang po sa babang baba. We hope it will never happen. Ayun. Yun na lang po. Diba? Manalangin po tayo. Na, wag sanang mangyari yan. Sana. Cooler heads pa rin. Eh, cool naman ang ating presidente. Eh, yung kabila, cool ba sila? Hindi. Nandun si, yung member ng isang Hapo Hiking Society. Si Jim. O kayo po, mga kababayan, maiksi lang yan, At least alam nyo kung anong nangyayari dyan sa West Philippine Sea. Kayo po, ano pong inyong masasabi? Comment down below. And don't forget to like and share. Hope to see you on our next videos. Bye-bye. God bless.